Now see the page number 35, students. I am reading this paragraph. The February Revolution in Petrograd. So try to understand. In the winter of 1917, the conditions in the capital, Petrograd, were grim. Underline grim. Grim means unpleasant, sad. So how was the condition in the capital city of Russia, in Petrograd? Very unpleasant situation. At the beginning of in the we can say that in the winter of 1917, the layout of the city seemed to emphasize the divisions among its people. Now the layout, that is we can say the format of the city, map of the city, design of the city, the city which was divided on the basis of the we can say the rich locality as well as the poor locality. On that basis, it's the people, on the basis of peoples, on the basis of people. The workers quarters and factories were located on the right bank of the river Neva. So right side of the river. Now there were workers quarters as well as the factories which were located at the right side of the river Neva. On the left bank were the fashionable areas. Now left side, so rich people, luxurious people, fashionable areas, we can say them. The Winter Palace was there, and official buildings including the palace where the Duma met also. Now the city which was divided into these two sections. In February 1917, food shortages were deeply felt in the workers' quarters. So, in workers' quarters, now people they were suffering from the food. There was a food shortage also occurred. The winter was very cold. There had been exceptional frost and heavy snow. Now, this was another problem, frost and heavy snow. Parliamentaries wishing to preserve elected government. Now, parliamentaries wishing to preserve elected government. Now, they were trying to preserve elected government, were opposed to the Tsar's desire to dissolve. Now, Tsar, he wanted to dissolve the Duma, but the parliamentaries, they were trying to preserve elected government. Now, I am reading this one. On 22 February, a lockout took place at a factory on the right bank. Now, on this occasion, on 22 February, now factories were closed down. The next day, workers in 50 factories called a strike in sympathy. So there was a lockout, so 50 factories, workers are in the 50 factories, now they went on a strike. In many factories, women led the way to strikes. Now, women they were also participated in a strike. This came to be called the International Women's Day. So they were participated. Women's were participated in that strike. So that day, which was known as a International Women's Day. Demonstrating workers crossed from the factory quarters to the center of the capital. Now they crossed and they reached where? At the center of the capital. The place name there is a Nevsky Prospect. They reached there. At this stage, no political party was actively organizing the movement. So no political party which was actively organizing this movement. But after that, as the fashionable quarters and official buildings were surrounded by workers, now fashionable quarters and official buildings, now people they surrounded, means gathered around the buildings surrounded by the workers, means people gathered there. The government imposed a curfew, so people they gathered in front of the fashionable quarters and official buildings. So government now imposed means announced a curfew. Demonstrators dispersed because of the announcement of the curfew. There was a curfew, so the demonstrators now they spread out, dispersed, spread out by the evening. But they came back on the 24th and 25th. Now again they came back, means they gather on 24th and 25th February. The government called out the cavalry, underline cavalry means horsemen, and police to keep an eye on them, to watch on our demonstrators. Now government called the horsemen as well as the police also there. Now remaining paragraph we'll read in next clip.